a look on my phone to see if that notification is going to come up, and make sure that I'm turning down my phone. Just trying to make sure, which I'm not having luck at the moment. Okay, so great, we are live. So welcome everyone, welcome to today's live. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips to take your business to the next level. So regardless where you are, if you've just started out or you've been going for 10 years, what I'm going to share with you today, you can absolutely use to help take your business to the next level. If you are a coach, a consultant, a solopreneur, this is right for you. So today I am streaming on a number of channels. I'm using Restream, and we are going live on YouTube. We are going live on my Facebook page. We are going live into LinkedIn, and we are also going live to Twitter. So welcome everyone. Now, I'm not going to be able to see your comments. So yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I forgot to do something that I need to do. I wonder if I could do it now. So if I can see your chat. Oh, let me just try and get this up for a moment. So I hope, yeah, if I can just get this up easily. No, I can't, and I don't want to keep trying to look for it. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about tip number 1. Okay, so the 5 tips to taking your business to the next level. So let's talk about tip number 1. First of all, by far, the one thing that's really going to help you succeed is to have an accountability buddy or an accountability coach. Every single time I have somebody who is supporting me in accountability, my business increases. I mean, I'm running one of my client programs at the moment, and my clients, I've buddied them up with people, but I've also included myself in the mix so that I have a buddy. Really makes all the difference. For me personally, this is what normally happens. I turn up once, I don't really do the stuff. I turn up the second time, oh, I've forgotten to do some of the things again. Third time I turn up, oh no, I'm on it. And I've done the stuff that I've agreed we're going to do. It shifts your business. For me, I find that it really helps the learning, it helps me to learn what I can and cannot do. So you think you can do so much more than what you actually can. So what happens is I get much better at understanding what I'm going to be able to achieve in a week. For other people, they like loading up their accountability because it pushes them forward, because they see this list of things that they've got to do. Now, that's not me, but that's just another way of working at it. At the end of the day, it's how far have you come? For me, I like to have 3 things on my accountability and I like to complete them. For other people, they like to have 10 things on their accountability and they might only complete 3, but they're happy with that. And the fact that they've got those other 7 things on their accountability list means that they actually push themselves to make it happen. I'm falling over my words a bit at the moment. It's because I'm rushing. So I'm going to calm down, take it down a notch. The second thing is around commitment. You have to be committed to going beyond your comfort zone. And I was once asked by a client, how often should I go out of my comfort zone? She said, because I've been out of my comfort zone all year and I'm really, really tired of it. It's exhausting me. Yeah. Self-care and keep going outside of your comfort zone. Self-care plays a really important point, because if you keep pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and it is quite stressful and you're taking those big leaps, then actually making sure that you build in self-care gives you that time to recuperate from it, to rest up so you're not burning yourself out. But really, we need to just keep pushing pushing yourself. Hi, Tracy, lovely to see that you're watching. So yes, you just need to keep pushing yourself. So going outside of your comfort zone is really important. It's how you grow as a person. You learn, and it's how your business is going to grow. And if you just keep pushing yourself, you will find that you will turn around and look back and you'll think, wow, I've come such a distance. And the fact is, for some people, pushing themselves outside their comfort zone is taking a baby step. For other people, it's taking a quantum leap. Neither one is right or wrong, but the fact that you are going out of your comfort zone is the key thing. So that's point number 2. So point number 1, get an accountability coach or buddy. Point number 2 is to go outside of your comfort zone. Be committed to going outside your comfort zone. Number 3 is to delegate. Now, again, this is something that I have seen with a lot of coaches and consultants and solopreneurs. They want to do everything themselves and they don't want to let go. They're worried. They're worried that something might happen. They're worried that somebody won't be able to do a job as good as them. And that's all around how much do you trust yourself? What you need to do is to hire the best person to do that job for you. And I've hired a lot of people in the past because, you know, they're slightly cheaper. Never works out. It's much better to go with the more experienced person who's charging more money because they know they do a really good job. And you will be on that more. If you're paying more, you will have an expectation and you'll make that expectation clear. But delegate and trust the person that you're delegating. Let me just see what Tracy has said here. Tracy has said, I think module 4 of the sales mastery is going to take me out of my comfort zone. So I'm running my program at the moment and module 4 hit their inboxes on Monday. And it's all about them writing a killer sales page. So yeah, for some people, writing a sales page is going outside their comfort zone. So what I would say is if you are a solo coach or consultant or entrepreneur, have a go at it. Understand what it takes to write a really good sales page or what it takes to know how to do X really well. But then you might have to say to yourself, and I think I'm going to now get somebody to do that for me because it's not my zone of genius. Okay, so number 3 was delegation. Number 4 is making a decision to be more effective. So this is all around how do you get more productive with your work? And it's simple, hire a productivity coach. There is a coach for everything. But really, what a productivity coach will do is, yes, they will look at your work and say, delegate, delegate, only you can do that. But it's also about coming up with a system that's unique to you that helps you to say, okay, this is what I need to do in the morning, because if I do that in the morning, that sets my day up really well. And I'm not talking about the 5 a.m. club. I'm not talking about getting up at 5 a.m., going out and meditating or walking or, you know, exercising or anything like that. If that is what you like to do, then go for it. What I'm talking about is when you're in your business, when you open the door in the morning onto your business and you say, okay, in order for my business to go to the next level, I know that I've got to do these things that only I can do. And I've got my day set up so that it works in my favor, so that I can be as productive as I possibly can within this time frame. And whether that time frame is I work from midday until 6 o'clock, or I work from 10 till 3 or 10 till 2, whatever that might be, having an extra pair of eyes on how you are working to give you some insights as to how you can make it better is invaluable. And what you'll find is you will get more time back. You will be more productive, and that is going to make you feel good, because at the end of the day, you're going to look back and realize the stuff that you've got done. And number 5 in our 5 tips to taking your business to the next level. And as I said, it doesn't matter if you're starting out or if you've been in business 10 years, these tips apply across the board, is build your brand. Now, I know a lot of brand strategists or branding people that says, I can build your brand for you. And what they often talk about, or I can create a brand, you know, they're talking about the actual identity of it, creating a nice logo, a set of colors, a style guide for your, or a branding guide, they will call it. Now, that's all really good, but that's called a brand identity. If you are running a service, there are 12 elements to building a brand. And if you sit down with somebody who says they're an expert in branding and they don't know what those 12 elements are, then you have to ask yourself if they're going to help you build a brand. Oh, I could feel that cough coming. So what you need to do is, some people will sit down with you and they will say, okay, let's have a look at your values. Let's have a look at your strengths, your weaknesses. What are your objectives? Excuse me, so I'm going to have to take some water. That's why you always need a glass with a nice straw in the side so you can just pick it up. But actually, what those people are doing is they are helping you to think about it a bit more strategically, definitely. But what it's all leading to is you creating a brand identity. And once that brand identity is done, their work is complete. That is not how you build a brand. When you've got your brand identity, that is the start of building your brand. That is not the end of it. And what I see people do again and again is they take a lot of money from people and they help them get to that point. And some people just give them the identity, and some people do the piece before. But once that brand identity is done, that's it. End of the project. And that's never the end. And there should always be an option to take that next step further and build that brand. If you meet somebody that can say, I can help you build a brand, these are the 12 elements that we've got to look at. Great, you've got the identity done, but there's all this other stuff that we need to do to build a strong brand, then you want to work with them. What are building a brand? So like some of those examples, for example, some of those as examples would be knowing, you know, what your manifesto is. What's the manifesto for your business? What's your brand story? And if you come out of that and you've got an identity, but you don't have a manifesto, so if you don't have it, then nobody knows what you stand for. If you don't have your brand story, how are you going to communicate that clearly so that when you deliver that brand story, all your values and everything's all packed into that? How are people going to know? Because if you're working with an expert and they're not giving you that information, then you're a little bit stuck because you don't know. So just really make sure that you're also building your brand. Have a look at the gaps, then get those gaps filled up. So I hope that has helped you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.